Alright, so I've been sitting here for a minute trying to figure out exactly how I was going to put this video together, and I figured the best way to do it is to just say it. I'm not exactly sure how much camera space I have or battery life, so there's the fear that this might cut off in the middle of me talking or something. But I'll probably have to do this in parts anyway because the concept is kind of deep, and there's going to be a lot of repetition and stuff like that. So I haven't shot a video in a minute on my Consciously Lewd channel because I've been trying out some things. Like I've been trying out some things and searching for some things. There was one point where I just recently moved from Texas to Philadelphia, and there was one point where I was just in joy 100% of the time. There was nothing that could change that. There was nothing that could shake it, nothing that anybody could tell me that would change it. And it was because of my perspective on life. And that perspective was, I have realized that we were souls, we weren't humans we weren't bodies with the soul, we were souls with a body. And once I realized that, that changed my perspective. I also realized that, that outside of life on earth, like the afterlife or before life, in that realm, it's all love. It's 100% love. Every person that's ever wronged you, you love them unconditionally there. Here, you have a body with emotions and everything, so it's different. So I realized that, and I also realized that we choose our lives before we get here. We choose the difficulties, the struggles, we choose the characteristics that we want to work out or work on. So everything that we everything that we encounter in life, afterlife, when we leave here, we appreciate it, good or bad. We appreciate all of it because the most valuable thing is the lesson. That's like how Jesus says, "Store up your treasures in heaven, not on earth, where moth can destroy, rust corrupts, or man can steal it. Put it in heaven. The things that matter, that really matter." So, for example, So we come here on purpose, knowing what we're getting ourselves into, and we complain while we're here because we forgot that we chose to come. But then afterwards, we're thankful for the life that we complained about. So once I started to realize that, not to mention on top of that, once I realized that we set up contracts with family members and friends and enemies and victims. We set up contracts with them prior to coming here because there's something that they want to work on and that I want to work on, and it is mutually beneficial for us to clash or work together or have a baby or get divorced, whatever it is. Those lessons teach us something. So if we focus on the natural only, then of course, the moth will corrupt, the rust will whatever, and the thief will steal. But if we look at every situation as, okay, this is happening because I chose to come here. I chose to come here and experience this, and it's different. You find a joy in every circumstance because you know that it's beneficial for you. Literally, all things work to your good. So once I started to think like that, everything changed. And I also realized that every encounter that I had, so there was one more thing too. I also realized that this realm of matter is not tangible. It's actually virtual. And there's a lot of research to go behind all this stuff that I just said. It's not speculation, it's research behind it. But it's not tangible, it's virtual. It's just as real as a video game. But we take it seriously. It's like a play. It's like when you watch a play or when you watch a movie or a TV show, and you start talking to the TV as if it's the actual people, and you start to feel the emotions that go with the actual theatrical thing, whatever it is. So you get involved in that, and it starts to feel real to you, and you forget for a second, and then you snap out of it and you say, "Oh yeah, this isn't even real." Well, that's meditation. That's like what meditation is about, or daily meditation, when you live a life of meditation, when you live lucidly. Okay, because those who have died and come back say that this life and the memories of it become like a dream when you go into the next realm. They become like a dream, and that's how dreams are. And in a dream, if you can become lucid in a dream, you'll start to notice the patterns in the dream. You'll start to notice how the dream is metaphorical. You start to notice the symbolisms in a dream. When in waking life, we call those coincidences and synchronicity and all that kind of stuff, or the stars lining up and everything just happened right, or we got a sign. That it's the exact same thing. The exact same thing happens in dreams. When you look back on a dream, you say, "Wow, that dream was actually symbolic of this event," or "That dream was trying to show me this." And you can see the same thing in waking life, but only if you're looking for it. So I begin to in my waking life, be lucid. I would make it a point, like I would set my alarm to go off every 5 minutes to tell me to wake up. It's just a game, so that I can keep that in my mind. And I began to see life that way, and it gave me joy. Everything worked in accordance. It was like everything was a chain, and every event just led to the next event. It was so seamless. There was no doubt in my mind that I was loved by a universal creator, and that I knew I was loved by all beings, no matter how they treated me here on earth. And I knew it was just a play, so how could I take it serious? How could I get offended when I asked for the offense, so that I could learn how to get over offense? It just changed the way that I saw everything. But I didn't maintain it. I started to, it was like having no depth of earth, as Jesus talks about in the parable of the seed and the sower. The ground being your subconscious mind, and the seed being the idea, the concept. But the concept has to be put into the subconscious mind, so that the subconscious mind then acts it out. That's what the word understand means in that parable, when he says someone hears the word and does not understand it, then the enemy comes and takes it away. That's what that word understand means, to understand by doing. So you receive the concept, and usually what we do in church, and in most places, you sit, you think about the concept is good, it's a good message, you put it on Facebook, let everybody know about what was taught, and that's it. Usually, you don't really put it into practice, you don't make it a part of you. You don't put it into the body so that the word becomes flesh, the concept becomes flesh. And I've realized how to do that. I've realized the steps now, because when I lost it, I went into a period of searching for it, and I was searching everywhere, high and low, near and far. I was searching everywhere for it, because I could tell the difference between where I was and where I was at that time, where I had been and then where I was. And then I figured out by searching, I started to re-listen to everything that I've listened to in the past six months, really past year or two. All the people that I've been listening to, I started listening to them again as if I was learning for the first time. I started to try to see things, or remember. I would think back and remember, how was I seeing life at that time? And it started to become clear to me, step by step by step by step by step, until I reached this most recent thing, which is, what would I call it? It's manifestation. It's the secret of manifestation. It's the secret of having whatever you want, or the secret of creating whatever life you want. And it's actually a really simple process. It's just most people won't do it because they don't believe that it works. So this is video 1 then. So I'm gonna stop at this point, and then when we get into the next video, I'm gonna actually talk about what the secret is. And I love saying that. It's like I'm talking about the secret, like that book, but that is, like most people say, actually, it's actually the watered down version of what the truth is, so that the masses could receive that. But in the next video, I actually talk about what the secret is, because it's really important, really easy, you'll love it, all that kind of stuff. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.